Welcome to the NTN Nightly. I'm Nisha Charles. This edition's top stories. Medical, legal and forensic experts gather here to discuss the protection of the Caribbean's children from abuse. The MV Marella Explorer 2 keeps the cruise tourism sector buoyant with its inaugural call. Saint Lucia prepares to welcome the new non-stop American Airlines flight from Chicago. All that plus the latest in youth development, sports, and the NTN Nouvelle en Creole. The fourth annual Caribbean Medical, Legal and Forensic Symposium opened here Friday. The symposium is centered on the theme Protecting the Children of the Caribbean from Maltreatment and Abuse and is hosted by the Saint Lucia Forensic Science Services. More in this report from Janelle Norville.
The Department of Justice in Saint Lucia and staff at the Saint Lucia Forensic Science Services share the common regional goal of improving the role and relevance of forensics in criminal investigations. Director of Saint Lucia Forensic Science Services, Fernanda Henry, explained that it is important for forensics to play a more pivotal role in identifying maltreatment and abuse of children, thus enabling a general decline by prosecuting more perpetrators, sending a clear message of zero tolerance of child abuse and maltreatment in the society.
This gathering brings all stakeholders together in open and honest dialogue to get to the crux of our issues, to learn to identify the signs, the non-accidental physical injuries, the subtle, often misinterpreted manifestations of an abused child, all in an effort to develop and, more critically, to implement realistic and culturally relevant measures to bring about change. We are indeed grateful that you chose to be here today.
The protection of the youth is a major priority and remains a major concern for lawmakers and enforcers the world over. Saint Lucia's Director of Public Prosecutions, Dashryn Green, noted that despite the steps taken to protect the young and vulnerable, the unfortunate reality is that they still become victims of abuse. This abuse, he says, has detrimental effects on the children and sometimes results in death. The Director of Public Prosecutions shared his concerns.
One major concern of my office is the inordinate delay in the trying of matters alleging the sexual abuse of children. I must mention that my office has only recently dealt with cases of this nature, being as old as 12 years. This is simply not tenable in a modern society. Many young victims who receive no form of counseling subsequent to the alleged abuse find themselves waiting at least 7 years in some instances for their matters to be heard. By then, you are now asking a young adult to relive these horrible moments of their childhood. It cannot be overstated, therefore, that we need to try all allegations of child abuse expeditiously.
Prime Minister of Saint Lucia, the Honorable Alan Shastney, indicated that it must be ensured that there is an effective system in place to protect young people. The Prime Minister noted that given the sensitivity and importance of the matter at hand, it requires more attention and public discourse, and it should be a priority for all governments throughout the region.
And living in a world that we have today and where there are so many new elements that come into play, social media, online, so many new peer pressures that have existed, young people who unfortunately may be growing up in households that they themselves don't have proper examples. But even if they don't, there is a requirement, there is a necessity for the state to protect. And we now know in the judicial system that we have, evidence is critical. And we're dealing with a very sensitive issue. So it's not only the collection of evidence, but also in terms of how we're going to dispense a fair judgment, one that takes everything into consideration, because sometimes taking away a person's family member may actually end up doing more harm than good. Not in all cases, but we have a very sensitive issue to deal with.
The symposium, which brings together stakeholders from various fields including law enforcement, the judiciary, medical and forensic field, is scheduled for the 15th to the 16th of November 2019. For the Government Information Service, I am Janelle Norville.
The Castries Harbour was abuzz Friday with 5 cruise ships calling in, among them the MV Marella Explorer 2, which ventured to the island for the first time. With a capacity of 1,800 passengers and over 750 crew, the MV Marella Explorer 2 sailed into Port Castries on Friday, November 15. The passengers and crew were eager to disembark and partake in Saint Lucia's offerings. Staff of the Saint Lucia Tourism Authority, Invest Saint Lucia, and the Ministry of Tourism, Information and Broadcasting, Culture and Creative Industries were there to greet Master Richard Watkins.
It's our inaugural visit here to St Lucia. We're out at anchor today. In the future we'll be getting alongside. Unfortunately for me, I'll not be coming ashore today, but I really look forward to setting foot ashore. And it's a real pleasure to be able to welcome our dignitaries on board that have given us such a very, very warm welcome.
The SLTA Senior Marketing Manager Jackie Mathrin said it was a good way to start off the 2019 cruise season.
For us, we really are very excited about the cruise. You're having confidence in Saint Lucia, our port, our capabilities, how we're expanding, and how Saint Lucia is such an attractive destination that our numbers from cruises just keeps growing and growing. And usually when people come, they want to come back and come back and come back again. So welcome. We're happy to have you part of our family. And welcome to Saint Lucia.
Director of Product Development in the Ministry of Tourism, Information and Broadcasting, Culture and Creative Industries, Anne Margaret Adams, is confident that the service providers will deliver the best experience for the visitors.
So we're doing a lot actually to improve the visitor experience. When you do go out, you will see that we are improving the visitor experience. We are pedestrianizing our boulevard. We are doing many things, working with our vendors to deliver the best services to you. So we want to say welcome to St. Lucia, and on behalf of the Ministry of Tourism, we'd like to present you with this St. Lucian gift.
Oh, wow.
The MV Marella Explorer 2 will next visit St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Still with tourism, efforts at drumming up media attention from the December 21 launch of the new non-stop American Airlines flight from Chicago continued this week, with the Saint Lucia Tourism Authority holding a media blitz. Public Relations Manager John Emmanuel provided details.
The Saint Lucia Tourism Authority continues to drum up support for the upcoming American Airlines inaugural flight out of Chicago. On Tuesday, a delegation headed by the Chief Executive Officer, Beverly Nicholson Totti, along with Senior Sales Manager Richard Moss and myself as Public Relations Manager, met with over 24 media partners to again inform them about the activity that is upcoming for December 21st and to see how we can also share with them further updates about Destination St. Lucia. We took the opportunity to brief them on the upcoming Peters Cup that is scheduled for December 13th. We also spoke about the concept of village tourism and how it is that the town of Soufrière and the village of Anse-le-Ray, with its recently opened Glitter and Sands project, was leading the way with regards to village tourism. And of course, we seized the opportunity to talk about the many exciting summer festivals happening on St. Lucia, beginning of course with jazz in partnership with the Lincoln Center. We spoke about the Roots and Soul. We spoke also about Food and Rum that is down to make a comeback in 2020, and of course the St. Lucia Carnival with all of its excitement involving the Dennery segment and how that genre was doing not only on St. Lucia in the region but around the world. We use all of that to showcase to our media partners in Chicago all the reason why it is that persons would now want to live the Midwest portion of the United States and of course find themselves on sunny St. Lucia. So much to do as we continue to let her inspire you.
And that was the SLTA's Public Relations Manager, John Emmanuel. The Caribbean region is monitoring with grave concern the protracted political crisis in Haiti. Prime Minister Honorable Alan Chasney believes the situation can only be resolved peacefully through constructive dialogue. Here's Michelle Nurse of the CARICOM News Time.
Chairman of CARICOM, the Honorable Alan Chasney of St. Lucia, in a statement on Tuesday, the 5th of November, reiterated that CARICOM is saddened and deeply concerned by the deepening crisis. He's concerned that ongoing demonstrations have paralyzed the normal functioning of all sectors of the country. The chairman also lamented the extreme hardships that the people of Haiti are facing. He appealed to all parties involved to commence a meaningful discourse. This, he said, should be done in good faith to restore order and normalcy in Haiti. CARICOM stands ready to offer its good offices to facilitate a political dialogue between the parties, the chairman says. Prime Minister Chasney's call for calm joins several others, including the United Nations Economic and Social Council's ad hoc advisory group in Haiti.
In other regional political news, Dominicans will next month go to the polls. Prime Minister Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt is seeking to create history when that time comes. More from Tusankin English Francis.
Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt named the 6th of December as the date for general elections in the Commonwealth of Dominica. He told a meeting of his ruling Labour Party, DLP, on Tuesday the 5th of November that nomination day will be on the 19th of November. Prime Minister Skerritt is seeking to become the first politician in Dominica to win 4 consecutive general elections. His main challenge will be the United Workers' Party, UWP, headed by opposition leader Lennox Linton, which won 6 seats of the 21 in the last general elections.
And this is the NTN Nightly. Ryan O'Brien is up next.
Pamela, I noticed that you built your retaining wall on my property. You will have to give me my land back or compensate me for that.
My contractor isn't dumb. I trust that he will not build anything on your property. Where is your proof?
Let's go to court.
This situation does not require you to go to court. Looks like we have to go through mediation here. Mediation is a way people resolve conflicts like this. Someone, a third party, comes to speak to both parties. This person is called the mediator. The mediator is impartial. He or she makes sure that communication between both parties is effective and efficient.
So, the mediator is a judge?
No, the mediator is not a judge. Mediators, unlike judges, do not decide cases or impose settlements.
Let me get a mediator to handle this retaining wall and that kitchen.
Kitchen?
Yes, your kitchen also falls on my land. Let me call the mediator.
Welcome back. We join Ryan O'Brien for the latest happenings in youth development and sports.
Welcome once again to your update from Youth Development and Sports on the NTN Nightly News. I'm Ryan O'Brien. First off, results from Thursday's table tennis competition among schools, individual doubles and mixed doubles events. Castries Comprehensive and St. Joseph's Convent, having dominated the team events, were also dominant on Thursday in boys and girls division respectively. In the boys doubles, Castries Comprehensive's pair of DeAndre Cauldron and Ishmael Moise won in straight sets over Jelani D'Souza and Marcia Lamy of Leones Comprehensive 2-love. In the girls doubles, St. Joseph's Convent, Zarian Anthony and Lenore Ajuda also won 2-love. The mixed doubles pair from the Castries Comprehensive in DeAndre Cauldron and Kiana Felix defeated a mixed pair of Zarian Anthony and Nathan Alexander 2-love. Girls singles was an all-convent affair between Zarian Anthony and Lenore Ajuda, Anthony winning in straight sets 3-love. The boys finals was of a high standard between the Castries Comprehensive pair of DeAndre Cauldron and Ishmael Moise, with Cauldron prevailing 3-1. And just before we leave you this weekend, a reminder to physical education teachers and schools that registration deadline for next month's road races are November 18 to 19. November 22nd will be a scheduled technical meeting at the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports Conference Room, while the actual dates for the races will be December 4th and 5th on the Bosage Youth Circuit. And that's your weekend update from Youth Development and Sports for this weekend. I'm Ryan O'Brien.
Thanks, Ryan. The public is notified that on Monday, November 18, 2019, The services offered by the adjudicator's office would be accessed at the main offices of the Civil Status Registry. This is to facilitate a deep cleaning exercise at the adjudicator's office. Normal service will resume on Tuesday, November 19, 2019. The public is further advised that in order to facilitate the deep cleaning of its offices, the services offered by the Civil Status Registry, which are mainly the application and collection of vital records, will not be available at the main office on Brazil Street from Monday, November 25, 2019 to Wednesday, November 27, 2019. Applications for all vital records can be made upstairs at the Accounts Unit of the Department of Justice, Brazil Street from Monday, November 25 to Wednesday, November 27, 2019, while customers who wish to collect certificates applied for previously can do so at the adjudicator's office on Brazil Street, Castries, on the already stated days of Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of the same week. Normal service resumes on Thursday, November 28, 2019. And stay with the NTN Nightly. Up next, Primus Hutchinson is here with the NTN Nouvelle en Creole.
Préparation et preneur nous qu'à manger mérité en chaque proportion, particulièrement après un désastre. Millions de conseils qui peuvent empêcher de joindre maladie. Faites attention là où acheter manger. Examinez bien pour voir si dans manger et gardez pour date ou méritez pas servi encore. Là où acheter viande à la même bouchée, gardez pour stamp bureau librement. En ministre santé, qui a mouché ou qui viande salade examinée et est satisfait pour vendre. Pas de viande, poisson, viande poule et bien l'autre manger qui mérite rester à sous frigo pour plus de 4 litres d'eau et bien au machine. Lavez la main bien et puis savon avec l'eau tiède avant et dis-moi temps ou quand entamer viande qui peut cuite. Servez mon sur planche avec l'autre bagaille à part pour couper viande qui pas cuite. Mettez l'estomac manger cuite en fridge la même après vous servir. Et pas tienne pour plus qui dé pour 3 jours. Et les ou virer chauffer, fait assurer il chaud à pile. Changez, manger propre car empêcher maladie. Ouais, précaution. Si vous voulez plus d'informations, courriez bureau information santé à numéro 468 secteur 49.
Welcome back. We join Primus Hutchinson for the NTN Nouvelle en Creole.
Monsieur, Mesdames, le département qui a une responsabilité pour formation en gouvernement Saint Lucia, GIS, ensemble avec la télévision nationale pays NTN, a présenté Nouvelle en Creole. Présenté Primus Hutchinson. Des gros efforts que l'Association des affaires touristiques Saint Lucia a fait pour porter grande publicité des voyages nouveaux en avion American Airlines qui a trouvé en lot attention aux organisations médias comme préparation qui a continué. Voyage American Airlines qui a pris le 21 décembre sorti de Chicago pour Saint Lucia. En parmi ces activités que l'association a tenu, c'est un rendez-vous et puis les journalistes le 12 décembre. Et après ça, il y a joindre et puis divers médias pour continuer ces publicités à Chicago. Rendez-vous qui a tenu et puis les médias fait après un mauvais temps côté snow, l'occasion d'un dégueu Freddy qui était plus frais à l'histoire Freddy à Chicago. Mais à tout de ça, ces journalistes-là sortis à grande quantité pour tendre ça cette ni pour faire à la vacance. Activité ça là est organisée par Agence des relations publiques, Association touristique Saint-Lucie qui en Amérique. 16 journalistes nationaux et régionaux, écrivains et l'autre professionnels des nouvelles assisté sorti Chicago Tribune pour Budget Travel. Chef officier exécutif Beverly Nicholson Doty, les plus hauts gérants responsables pour vendre produits touristiques Saint-Lucie Richard Moss et gérant des relations publiques John Emmanuel. Présenter une nouvelle concernant Hôtel Saint-Lucie, qualité manger et bois qui hôtel qu'a offert et développement culturel, club pour grand course cheval, grand festin pour KOM 2020, spectacle touristique en cet pays comme pays Saint-Lucie et aéroport neuf Hironora. À part de ça, grand exécutif pour avion American Airlines, Raj Sedhur, parlait de manière compagnie, parce que compagnie avion très excité pour faire voyage neuf sala et bail commitment pour porter service sala sorti Miami, Atlanta et Charlotte. Les mêmes médias étaient très intéressés en destination sala en saillot web par portrait vidéo et présentation culturelle. Chaque chef exécutif là te tient une autre discussion et puis l'autre organisation télévision et publication en Chicago. L'année un grand appel qui a fait pour peuple pays pour voir nomination entre pour citoyens pays qui ont quoi mérité l'honneur national pour travail qui ces citoyens ça là j'ai fait en cette liste et puis haut excellence. Appel ça là qu'a fait par sénateur indépendant Maurice Thomas, sénateur Thomas qui a une responsabilité au comité qui a organisé grand cérémonie ça là qu'a fait public la savent à qui manière yo peut faire ça et qui côté yo peut trouver ces formes ça là qui ont ni pour plein pour nominer un citoyen à cette liste.
Nous avons dit tout Saint Lucia that yo sa trouvé nomination form là nous mettez à the post office nous mettez à the constituency offices nous mettez à dans la librairie en l'église post offices là qui a dans ces différents communes là nous mettez yo là tout et puis yo ça aller faire mon aller à sur website si yo pas ni computer ben yo même si yo ni computer aller à sur website gouvernement à sur recognition.gov.lc et puis point forme là pour complete pour nominer ces monde là yo quoi qui j'ai fait bon travail. C'est l'année qui passée nous j'ai joint en lot nomination nous j'ai bay un chay monde l'honneur et célébrer yo et célébration qu'a toujours fait en février après indépendant c'est monde là qui gagnait yo qu'a trouvé annoncé les independence celebration qu'a prend cours le 22 février mais une semaine et puis deux semaines après dans la canisa nous qu'a créé investiture ceremony côté nous qu'a bailler ces mon l'honneur nous qu'a bailler medal yo et nous qu'a célébrer yo
sénateur indépendant qui est responsable pour organiser cérémonie ça là pour honorer citoyen pays pour indépendant 2020 et dernier jour qui y a moun ça fait nomination ça là c'est le 6 décembre l'année 2019. Aujourd'hui à ce nouvelle là nous avons continué et puis ministre des Affaires et Transformation sociale honorable Lénard Montout qui a causé à ce programme SSDF pour assister les jeunes garçons qui étudient et qui ont des problèmes pour apprendre et bien j'apprends vieux chemin.
Ma assistance avec l'OCILEC chaque a mettre $50,000 toute l'année et qui a pour mettre l'autre année il fait encore pour aider cette bail ça là en diverses manières. Nous à présent à essayer de faire un bagage neuf côté nous avec ces gens qui ont diaspora c'est Saint Lucia qui a été l'autre pays avec ces organisations yonia SSDF qui a acheté travail avec eux pour eux même adam yo fait bien yo a dans position pour faire un petit bagage descendre avec SSDF yo ka aider SSDF aussi bien pour faire un boutique un magasin pour les vendre bagay avec l'argent ça là qui vient pour aider les gens qui ont pauvreté. So nous avons cherché divers programmes nous avons fait nous avons travaillé sur pour aider les gens bon là vient pour aider les gens nous concernés côté qui en cherché délai au cas aider les gens délai au pas cas aider c'est gens qui besoin assistance là parce que délai ou aider moi c'est pas moi qui besoin assistance là gens qui besoin pas qu'à joindre. So nous avons mettez un bagage en place, nous avons créé Saint Lucia Safety Net Reform. Côté, nous avons un registry. Nous avons allé à faire assurer nous savons tout le monde qui est pauvre, qui conditions ça y a besoin, et pour bailler ça y a besoin. Avec si ou pas qualifié pour parler de ça là. Nous avons acheté aussi pour mettre divers bagages en place, côté toutes ces agences, toutes ces organisations qui travaillent pour aider les gens qui sont pauvres. Ça savent ça dans notre café. Parce que c'est mon engagement l'esprit de là. C'est SSDF qui a assistance pour l'éducation, ministre de l'Éducation qui a assistance pour l'éducation, ministre moi qui a assistance pour l'éducation. Adam en tous les trois. Bon, nous ne pouvons pas laisser ça là. So nous voulons faire assurer la main gauche savent ça, la main droite café. So nous avons servi IT, technologie, côté un système, côté depuis maintenant. Yo ka well qui assistance ou ka joindre qui assistance ou besoin côté yo ça wedo.
Ben à son l'autre programme nous ka continuer puis ministre qui a responsabilité pour transformation sociale c'est honorable Lénard Montout à son l'autre nouvelle il ka nous plus information. So Je n'ai plus encore ça. C'est côté nous autre bout nouvelle là messieurs mesdames. Moi ka remercier autant pour ça côté. Moi ka avoir invitation pour je n'ai plus encore si Dieu conserve la vie, d'engai poser l'autre nouvelle à Koyol. Je me souhaite tout le monde un bon finissement de semaine et qu'après ça moi ka vieux présenter Michel.
Merci Opil Primus. And here's a look at what's happening to us weather-wise.
Fair skies becoming cloudy at times with a few scattered showers. Weak unstable conditions over the Lesser Antilles will support occasional cloudiness with showers during the next 24 hours. A weak tropical wave located several hundred miles east of the Windward Islands is moving westward near 15 miles per hour or 24 kilometers per hour. Tropical cyclone formation is not expected over the tropical Atlantic during the next 5 days. The tide for Castries Harbour was high at 4:55 p.m. and will be low again at 11:56 p.m. The tide for Vieux-Fort Bay was high at 6:02 p.m. and will be low again at 1:23 a.m. The seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet or 1.2 to 1.8 meters. The sun will rise Saturday at 6:04 a.m.
And that brings us to the end of the NTN Nightly. Join us next time at 7 p.m. with a repeat at 7 a.m. You can also catch up with us anytime on the Saint Lucia Government Facebook page or YouTube channel. I'm Nisha Charles.